Hey guys, it's Marissa. So in today's video, I'm just showing you a very simple, less than 20-minute glam makeup look. You can even glam this up even more, like just by adding a pair of false lashes or just replacing this nude liquid lipstick with a red liquid lipstick that's matte. And honestly, the possibilities are endless, but this is what I wanted to do for my Thanksgiving look. It's just really simple and easy. So if you're interested in seeing the products that I used and how I did this look, then just keep on watching. Alright, so I'm mainly just going to be focusing on the eye look. I do have a little bit of like concealer and stuff that I did put on earlier just like as a natural makeup look. But I'm mainly just going to be focusing on just like glamming it because it really doesn't look like I have any makeup on. And if I do still, it pretty much worn off because you can see some just like acne marks and stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and just start with the eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and use the CoverGirl Concealer Stick, and this is in the shade Neutralizer. And I'm just going to take this and use it as the base for the eye look. And I'm just going to blend it in using my finger. And I really, really love this palette, especially for the fall time. Even though it's like a Christmas theme, I just think that the colors in this are super pretty and neutral, and they're warm tones that are perfect for like Thanksgiving and October, even for like Christmas for some of these reds. But I like using this mainly in the fall. So I'm just going to go ahead and take the shade In a Pinch, and I'm going to do like an orangey neutral eye look for today. And I'm just blending it out on my crease using a Ulta round brush. Now I'm going to go ahead and use the shade Gingerbread Glam, which is a brownish shade. And I'm just going to go ahead and add that to my crease and just like darken it. Then I'm going to do a little bit of a cut crease, but I'm not going to take like any glitter primer or anything like that before, just because I want it to be very subtle. And I'm just going to take the shade Cookie Cutter and a little bit of Drizzle It as well. I'm first going to add Drizzle It just to like the center of my lid, which is like this reddish metallic shade. It's just really, really pretty. And then I'm going to take Cookie Cutter with my finger and add it to more of like the inner corner of my eye. And then using a little bit of Vanilla Wafers and Lick the Spoon, I'm just going to take a e.l.f. Precision brush and just kind of like outline the cut crease like over, if it makes sense, like just kind of outlining it, but it's just a very subtle transition. Then I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Cinnamon. I don't know why they called it that, but it's like this reddish shade as well, which kind of complements that red metallic shade that I added to the center of my eye. It kind of faded away when I added on top that whitish matte shade, so I am going to add that back eventually. So I'm going to add that shade Drizzle It and just kind of overlap it on top on the middle of my eyelid, just so I can bring a little bit of that transition back. And then I'm going to really darken everything using the shade Cookie Call, which is like this dark matte brown shade. And I'm just really deepening the outer corners of my eye. Sometimes I like to take my finger and just kind of smudge it out, just because I feel like this helps create a little bit more of a smoky effect that a brush just can't really do. I just feel like my fingers really help blend that out even more. Then using a e.l.f. concealer brush. This one isn't exactly e.l.f., but it's literally like the same kind of brush as their concealer brush. And I'm just going to take the shade Midnight Snack and a little bit of Cookie Call and just create like a really smoked out eyeliner wing, but using those eyeshadow shades instead. If it looks a little bit brighter in here, it's because I just opened my window just so it doesn't look as yellowish in the video. But hopefully this helps you see things a little bit better and differentiate like the colors that I'm putting on my eyelids. I should have done this before, but I always seem to forget, so I do apologize about that. I'm just taking that shade after winging it out and just getting it really close to my lash line. And then using the Clinique makeup remover wipes, I'm just going to go ahead and really clean up all of that fallout that I have. So I'm really liking these colors. It definitely reminds me a lot of Thanksgiving. And like I said, I'm just going to take my finger a little bit and just kind of blend some of the colors together even more, just so it really gives it that smoked out look, but a little bit more of a natural way with my finger. And then I'm going to reapply it in some spots with whatever's left over on my brush and just kind of re-smoke it out in some bits. So now I'm going to take the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and this is in the shade Fair Neutral. And I really don't need to add anything really anywhere besides just under my eyes. I feel like that's where my concealer faded the most from earlier when I applied it. So I'm just going ahead and doing that. And then I'm just going to blend everything out using the Real Techniques Beauty Complexion Sponge. I just feel like this really snatches the eyes like upwards, and it just makes me look a little bit more awake. So I just really like it this way. And then for bronzer, I'm just going to reapply a little bit of the Butter Bronzer in the shade 6676. And then for blush, I'm going to go ahead and use the Tarte blush in the shade Peaceful. And I'm just going to like add it to the apples, like kind of like the side of my face. I feel like this just also helps lift up my face a little bit more as well. I like sometimes adding it completely onto the apples of my cheeks, but for this look, I want to keep it just like this. And I'm just going to re-blend anything in that might look patchy. I'm not going to refill in my eyebrows just because like I think that they look pretty decent, but I will be linking everything down below of what I'm using. So if you are interested, I will link that down below, but it's just the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. Then for highlighter, I'm going to go ahead and use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose Highlighter, and this is in the shade So Hollywood. And I'm just going to apply it using a concealer perfecting brush. And I don't know the name of this brand, but I got this from like an Ipsy bag, I want to say, so I don't remember exactly what it was or who it's from, but I really do like using this sometimes, especially for highlighters. And then I am going to go ahead again using that concealer by CoverGirl and just kind of conceal any little blemishes that I might have. Then for lashes, I'm going to go ahead and use the Essence Lash Mascara, and this is in the shade Black. And I already have a little bit of mascara on my eyes right now, so I'm just kind of recoating them. Now, if you want to add false lashes, you can, but I really don't feel like doing that much effort into this look, and I feel like a lot of other people won't either, just because it is a nice occasion, but it's not going to be like something super fancy, you know? Unless you want to be super fancy, that's totally fine, but I'm just going ahead and just using a lot of mascara instead. Lastly, going to top it off with a matte liquid lipstick, and I'm just going to use the shade Sugar Cookie from the Melted Matte by Too Faced collection. And it smells so good. Like, I can't explain the smell, but it's just like really sweet and it smells really good. So I'm just going to go ahead and use that, just something like really natural. And then I believe that is the completed look. So it's something super easy and natural. This took me like 20 minutes to do, really not that long at all. So, and I think it's really nice. It's like a little bit of like a soft glam, and you can definitely amp it up a little bit more if you want by just adding a pair of false lashes and a red liquid lipstick instead. But I just wanted to do a more natural side, but you can totally go ahead and do that if you want, if you're going to follow along to this tutorial. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope that everyone has a happy Thanksgiving and just stays safe and just has an amazing day. And I'll just see you guys in the next week's video. I probably won't be uploading this Sunday just because I had 2 uploads this week. But I will see you guys. I upload normally every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you can always hit that notification bell to be notified for every single time I upload. I really appreciate it because I've seen the statistics for my videos, and 86% of you guys are not subscribed, so it really would mean a lot if you are able to, and just click that down below just so you can be notified for every single time that I upload and you can just watch it more consistently. And I'll see you guys in next week's video. Bye!